Good day. This is a post-cabinet briefing for cabinet meeting held Monday, August 9th, 2010. A local company engaged in the manufacture of windows and doors has been approved for tax concessions on imported materials to facilitate its expansion into the manufacturing sector involving the manufacture of roofing materials. Similarly, a new incorporated company has been granted concessions to nurture business in the assembly of certain electronic devices for the local and regional markets. In this time of global economic recession where employment can be difficult to come by, the country would do well to have new manufacturing businesses created and existing manufacturing businesses expand, thereby creating job opportunities and spin-off business opportunities in the local economy. These kinds of activity will continue to receive government support because of the positive economic impact that they are likely to create, not only by way of employment opportunities, but also by inducing competition that will drive down the price of materials and consumer items. In the same vein, Cabinet approved applications for two restaurant licenses in St. Kitts. Cabinet asserted that any legitimate activity that is likely to create employment opportunity, expand consumer choices, and promote property rental and other economic spin-off activities should be given positive consideration, particularly at this time. Cabinet has lifted a 15-year ban on the importation of jet skis. A jet ski is a small water sport craft mimicking a motorbike and is used at certain beaches in St. Kitts and Nevis. The ban had been imposed after an accident at sea involving a jet ski left a victim with significant injury to the head caused by the propeller of the jet ski. Over the last 15 years, the propulsion technology for jet skis has changed, thereby eliminating the propeller blades in favor of jet propulsion, which is a much safer technology. However, new guidelines on how and where jet skis are to be used have been created and approved by the Cabinet so as to ensure that the use of the sport craft remains safe for those who use them and for those who use the beaches where they are authorized to be used. The lifting of the ban is likely to create new opportunities for water sport operators who claim that the demand for services in this area has been growing over the years. This then can only add to the development of the tourism product, resulting in an increased intake for local tourist operators. In February of 2010, at the swearing-in ceremony at Warner Park, government announced a new policy to institutionalize participatory governance through the creation of a Constituency Empowerment Secretariat. The objective is to provide a constituency empowerment activity whereby persons of the community can organize themselves according to electoral districts to become more involved in the decision-making and information-sharing process to directly impact their own lives and the life of their communities. Efforts of this kind are seen in Jamaica, Barbados, and Dominica, although the scale will of necessity vary. At yesterday's Cabinet meeting, the structure and foundation principles of the Constituency Empowerment Secretariat were approved. The unit will be headed by a director, and its vision shall be to help create a dynamic socio-economic environment that provides ever-improving experiences and equal opportunities for all citizens to achieve a more peaceful and more acceptable standard of living, an enhanced quality of life, and the right to engage fully in the overall development of the country. The implementation of the plans for the Secretariat will unfold over time and will use existing human and other resource allocations within the government. At yesterday's Cabinet meeting, the Interception of Communications Bill was discussed and approved for introduction into the Parliament for eventual passage into law. The bill will create a single legal framework within which the interception of communications on private and public networks will be responsibly authorized by a High Court judge. Some legislation already exists, such as the Anti-Terrorism Act of 2002, which makes some provision for authorized interception, but the Interception of Communications Bill is setting the stage for a new and comprehensive regime of interception of communications by mobile phones, fixed-line phones, telegraphs, wireless networks and devices, mailing systems including parcels and couriers, and other means of communications. The Interception of Communications Bill will provide public authorities with the scope within which they can intercept communications of targeted suspects and help solve crimes which hitherto have remained difficult to unravel. This bill is a tool that is likely to reap dividends as it has in other jurisdictions where it has been in existence for some time. The Interception of Communications Bill will be introduced into Parliament very shortly. Following a presentation made to the Cabinet about 2 weeks ago by the General Manager of SCASPA, which is the St. Christopher ANC Port Authority, supported by the Chairman of the Board and other representatives of SCASPA, the Honourable Richard Skerritt, Minister responsible for international transport, brought a formal submission to the Cabinet regarding the reorganisation of the operations of SCASPA. Cabinet reviewed the proposals put forward by SCASPA to make the authority more efficient, streamlined and more profitable. The most significant areas of concern at SCASPA include debt servicing in respect of capital projects such as the renovation and expansion of the RLB International Airport and the revetment at Port Zante and the wage bill. Cabinet approved a number of proposals made by SCASPA which are to be implemented at a time to be approved by the government. Dr. the Honourable Earl Assi Martin, Minister of Public Utilities, presented to the Cabinet a number of recommendations to help reduce energy consumption in the public sector. The Minister explained that the demand for electrical energy has increased steadily over the years and that there was need to implement measures to promote efficient use of electricity. The Minister believes that government should lead the way in conserving electrical energy and encourage widespread conservation among the public. In addition, the reduction in international expenditure and national expenditure on energy, the attempts at conservation will reduce the output of harmful greenhouse gases. The conservation measures which were recommended and approved by the Minister of Public Utilities will be circulated for all ministries for guidance to all government workers. This brings to an end the post-Cabinet briefing for Monday, August 9th, 2010. Thank you.